if I go to another country to do a master, I would like to get energy from anything they do in that place. I'm interested in anything. Then I to be there and not to know all the teachers. I will see all the teachers. I remember when I arrived to Milano, I was going to all the other lessons and seeing, and I was saying that I don't like it, dislike it, but I. In Polytechnico was easy because it was a mess, then I could do. But really, I think we have to do more crossovers. We have a future which is going to change so much. It's changing already, that we really have to have an... there is changing the floor. I think the word of the name, the age of earthquakes is perfect, because for me, I perceive very clear that it's changing the floor. And how you do the way with a floor which is your floor which is changing and moving, capito? Be careful.
There's also a word, Patricia, that you always like to mention, being progettista. And you like this work also in Italian. That is, it's not a word that can be translated with simply designer, but it has its own meaning just in Italian. So what is for you the best advice for this big audience of students for their future as a designer or as progettista? Would you like to suggest to them something that you'd like to...
What I'm saying, I think at the end, I'm not interested in big goals, because goals, they are changing, then you're not going to reach anything that you decide in that way. I think you have to do your own path and to do working. Then, with a movable floor, then you have to understand that thing. Society is changing in an incredible way. And it's changing so much that what I represent is I exist is the only thing. Then it's good to speak with someone that exists. But the individualism as a designer that I represent is not your future, is not even my future. It's what I have very clear. I live it in an Italia with companies that they have a kind of certain way, that they were producing the wood ones with good quality, they were selling all around the world. And there was a kind of crisol, a way to, choose designers, only certain ones that they have a credibility. They will be chosen to do the work through those companies, through the showrooms, and then all these things is going to be, I don't say it's going to disappear, will be part of a complex history. You see in music, as DJs and artists, or how do you say, cantautores, so authors, capito, in music, they live together. In music you see already, the way you down low, or now there was a friend of me who was telling that now there is artists in music that they are working in even not only in old vinyl, they are working even in cassettes another time. Just to do an analogic special pieces, a little bit delicate, just to go confront us with the Spotify. There is a fight complex, because the music I don't know if it will be good or bad to be in the market of music, but I think very creative in this moment. But really they have to be very to break out of prejudices continuously. Even we have to do the same. I think we have to understand that, for example, to the students, I'm happy when we do our work, not about what you get from a workshop in 1 month. Okay, if we get something and we get good things, I'm very happy. But that they use any kind of item they have. The stupid phone, that is only our hand to fall down. This is the only that I can't take for anymore with the phone in the hand. I don't want any more Apple rectangular glass lovely phone, as they say to us, that they are so interested in design. I want something that you can put somewhere. I'm ready to do my tattoo, finally. I'm not a tattoo girl, but I do it if it's serving for something, and then I put the reception in another part, and I divide that item, and I put it in me, and I move. I cannot move with in Salone del Mobile, I'm waiting for people. Now, it's not the journalists that they have to do that work, and I can understand them, they have some items. But everybody, yourself, you will go and you have the phone. When you finish the phone, because you did so many selfies and blah, blah, you begin to do with the iPad, capito? And then you begin to go with that thing that you don't see anything doing photos, and you find a designer even more, and then you do even the selfie. Then I'm saying to you, I'm saying to us, to me, to all of us. I'm not criticizing. We have to understand in what land we are living. And we have to understand the medium. Then if we have medium, we have to use them in another way. Then I was very proud because for 2 years they were doing videos, so interesting, telling the process with all the little stupid piece they have, because it has a good memory, has a good quality. Use it, not use it only for selfies. Then we try to do narrative of the histories. And I think Gianluigi Recuperati has been very interesting on that, because coming from another land, which has come from a really, he's a writer, he's a connective person for all the land of art and many other things. He's a very inclusive personage. Very important to understand that. We are trying to understand in a new word which is going to be very inclusive of all the things. Even of you, are you sure about you? The big you that is coming in the book. Connected with the collectivity, which is you are going to be, you exist because people like you, because all the I likes they give you. There are a lot of funny, easy, but very intelligent little questions in the book, and we have to think about. Then the elements, the medium we have, they are going to change. But designers or progettistas, we are, I think, creative, very open as education to work with industries, with others, then to open conversations. Then we are not so bad oriented.
When you were speaking, a lot of the things that I got from is that you have a very good network of suppliers, as also like these companies that you work with. But more of the network is also about the relationship that you have with them, and that also help you a lot to achieve, all this stuff that you want to do. What would be your advice for us who are beginning to do this kind of work, to develop those relationships, and how can we manage to do that?
First, I said to you, you are not going to live in the same waters that I'm living, I remember Vico Magistretti, when I was his assistant. That was my beginning. My first thing was to go to work nearby Vico, because I thought he was a personage who was with a bike by Milano. In Milano, at the end of 80s, there were no bicycles. Now you see that it was flat, it was flat, but no bicycles. Then there was Vico Magistretti bicycle. I remember by Visconti di Modrone with his red socks. Why not? Each one has a moment, something that signs you, no? Why not? And he was quite an old man. He wasn't old man, no, but he was mature. He was with the bicycle, and I was saying, why? He's so essential. He was so over. And then I said, I have to work with him. I have to work. Then I find a way to work in the Padova, and I had to be an architect selling in the shop, like many girls that were working there. And then I did, I don't know what I did, but after 1 month they said to me, what do you want? I said, I don't want to be in the shop because I was giving a lot of problems, and I want to go upstairs to the Studio Tecnico. Then they moved me to the Studio Tecnico. Then I was nearby him. Then I was for 6 years working partially, but I was working a lot nearby him. Then, I don't know, the beginning is a beginning. Perhaps your beginning is much more glamorous than mine, Me, I did a long beginning till 40. Not so glamorous, like a Peter. Then I don't think that's your way. Each one, what I want to say is to get really passionate. Mira, there is one thing. Acculturate yourself continuously. That is something that you can't stop. Read, share, search, travel, see. That is continuous. Think, Agapito. That is the first thing. Second thing, get inside process that you like. Try to be nearby things you like. I don't know. And what I think the way, 25 years away, that I could get inside my process, that was through the companies with showrooms and blah, blah, is not anymore the way. Then think about the way you can, possibly there are collective possibilities of works. You can, I don't know, work with a Fab Lab, I don't know, find ways, I think each one has to find a path. But me, I found a path in India. India is sophisticated. India is it's like I'm working in Turkey with the best engineers I got in all my career of work. And in India, in technology, many things, I could be working for a super millionaire and doing sophisticated things because India has anything in this moment. But me, I was fixed because Mappy was telling me of this community of girls that they were asking for a work, and they were working with IKEA doing some things embroidery. And they had problems because they were not so well paid, IKEA. Then we have to think about everything, you know. Then, and I said, I find a way, but I was doing carpets, and carpets were not right for the girls. Then, you know, the problem is not what you are, what you do, it's how you do your path, your way. The way you do it, walking, and it's your, and the way the society is evolving is very important. Then do yourself a lot of questions, get interested in many things, come back to your country if you need, or move from your country to another. Me, I moved. I was a pre-Erasmus girl, you know, because and I didn't, my friends said, you want to go away from Madrid? Because Madrid was a very strong university. Because my generation was a good generation of architects in Madrid with a really very high level. I think Politecnico was not so sophisticated in good teachers and blah, blah, is what I think. But me, I needed to move. Because I needed to perhaps lift my roots in some way, go outside of my comfort zone, obviously. Then move outside of your comfort zone, come back. For doing new things, you need to move always of your comfort zone. You cannot do project inside your comfort zone. That's clear. Then you can come back to understand if you want to give comfort zone to others, if it's that part of your project. But you have to go out of it. Then go out of it every day. Today we can move through in many ways, even a virtual way. You have to communicate with many other communities in a virtual way. There are many ways. You can get a fiancé by net. It was not so clear in my age, capito. You know, possibly most you have some new contacts. It's not so strange, capito. Then what I mean, there are many other ways. Then we have to be open, like in music, capito. Are you a DJ? Are you a DJ mind, or are you more an authorial mind? How is your creativity? You need to put your individuality in connection with others, creating a land of emotions in a way very authorial, or you can mix what the other give to you and play with it in another way. We have a lot of questions. That is the only thing. Question yourself. And break your prejudice. It's the only thing I can say. It's a long way, but it's bellissimo. The only thing I'm afraid when I see young people, and you are not so young already, I'm thinking about my daughter, 20 years old, which is at the beginning, that she get in a land of something she likes. And if she doesn't like, she moves. Me, I moved, capito, because I becoming too much architect in Madrid. I needed to become something more disorder. Then I got it in Italy, then perhaps move your mind, open that. That's the only thing. And then work in lands that you are enjoying, because it's the only thing that is not going to fall under your feet if you enjoy. I don't know what to say. There is no formula for being a professionist. Me, when I was 36, you would say to me, you will be Urquiola with a big studio, big name, and a lot of likes, and a lot of, connection with the world. No, I would say, come on. I was working, because I opened the studio late. And I would say to you, I'm not interested in that. I have a little daughter. I'm enjoying my work. I don't want to be with the spotlights. Then it's not so easy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Come, please.
Thank you so much for your talk. I'm one of the students visiting here from San Diego, but you mentioned a few projects. San Diego, yeah. You mentioned a few projects that you did in the States, but I think we're very interested in the European.
I'm doing a disaster in America.
Yeah?
Very proud about that. It's not my American dream. I'm doing them the out of America dream. I'm doing that. I didn't say European. I am your out of America dream. That's very good. We are working in that.
Yeah. This is what
with my Michigan boys.
I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about
you are coast, then you are more easy than the Michigan ones, eh?
Yeah. How can we
Easier.
hope to bring some of this European design culture, this importance of making and of materials, and of, how can we hope to influence the sort of the design culture in America?
It's very difficult always to understand. If you have to believe, I believe America, as always, does in a certain way, and then when decide to change, because there is una masa crítica that you can criticize it, but exists. When America thinks that something is wrong, they are very open to run in the change, the way they change. That is something that other communities don't do so well. Perhaps till the moment is like this. And what I feel, for example, now, Jonathan Ive and the Apple Group, they are going to do a dinner in the Salone in Milano. And I say, strano. I don't know why and how, because you know they are in copertina, tutto il mondo, why they have this approach, because they are going to introduce the watch. I think the watch is still being a watch means not enough interesting, but I think they are very proud to move it from the rectangular crystal fantastic design piece we have all of us, then and breaks, because my daughter say, "Mommy, I break it another time." I say, "It's normal, it's in glass, and you are 20 years old." Capito? Me, I still broken it every day, capito? And I every day say, "I'm gonna break it today," capito? Then why? Don't worry. It's like this. It's the instrument that is not working, capito? Or we can put, a rubber, but if it's with a big rubber, then there is not working the concept, no? Then they are proud because they did a watch. The watch is still not being comunque. If the watch was part of the phone, and the other part of the phone was something that you can put the tattoo that we put here, or the ring. We are ready for rings because, men's, you are quite ready for ring, for how do you call this? Earrings. Women's, we are ready. And men's, part of you, yes. And then if we tattoo something and we put something, it's not a problem. But we put the reception somewhere, we don't mind. Ecco. The tattoo generation helped us, and the piercing generation helped us to say it's not a dramatic thing, it's okay. And put the other part somewhere, for example, in the hand, if you want to keep in the typology of the watch, is okay. But must be a phone. Me, just the watch, with the watch. Yeah? Then I think they are proud because they were moving, but they didn't get it by the moment. I love when people do even things which they don't get it, but they are trying. I think it's because they are coming to us. Then that's a movement very interesting from America. Second thing, I think America is in a moment that after the big God died, capito? The Apple one, they understood, that design, this is a word that you don't know what you think about design because I don't know how you think about this word, but they became one word that they said, is improving, getting quality in the tools you live with. Then I think America now is open to that. And I think it's going to be as everything, something bad and something good. But comunque there is more intention to understand this argument. And I was in San Francisco with Bloomberg. Bloomberg, there is a magazine, economic magazine. They did un numero dedicated to design. And they did a big conference with a lot of creatives from many different lands speaking about design. Me, I was not very prepared. I say I was not very good because I went a bit running and I didn't perform what I had to perform. Sometimes you are not, I'm not happy about me in that moment, in that occasion. But Alberto knows because I should show all the things and blah, blah. But you have 14 minutes and they were incredible people from many lands. And I think, they were listening to a lot of creative from India, from many places. It was most interesting. Then, in this moment, the word is in the air, like the mother of Woody Allen, design, bueno, with all the stupid side, I think America perhaps is very open. They know they move at many things in technologies because, they come proud with the phone, with the watch. Capito? But the watch that obviously there is Jasper Morrison, which is the father of anything done in that direction. And it's obvious. Then obvious. And then for us it's obvious. Then we see the watch, but comunque, even Mark Newson, although they come from the first, it was a little English guy that began when I was quite young to have very clear certain kind of design. And we evolved a lot. Now we are much far away. We are not only on very clean design, we are thinking there are many ways of thinking in design. Then what I want to say, things are moving. In America, is even coming, doing a dinner. Ecco, why not? It's a good sign. Ecco.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.